I was highly convinced that I was nothing, not important, that the only way I could get people's attention and interest was to do something, be the doing. And I realized that overall, after so many years of trying so hard to impress, to convince, to propose what I'm not, that being completely naked, being myself fully, completely, is the greatest gift I can give to myself and to others. That's what I've been looking for most of my life. There's no more mask, no more facade, just a human, just a being. And yes, there's a risk involved. The risk to, to be hurt out of the blue during a time where there were this black cloud on top of my head that we can now call depression, who was challenging me every single day of my life. Not being able to connect with others because I was super disconnected with my own self. There was no space, there was no room for this little kid to play. And that was until the day that I found laughter, yoga. The connection that I was looking for, that I was craving for, was conditioned by the idea that I had to be something else than who I was. With laughter yoga, it was the complete opposite. It was just a space to explore the joy of being silly and laugh for absolutely no reasons. And that came during a time of my life where I was in a real crisis, existential crisis. This depression was taking me more and more down on my knees and down in the pit. There were no hope, there was no solutions ahead for me. And in fact, I was on my way to a psychiatric hospital to find a solution, or at least find ways to lower the pain. The pain, this feeling of being disconnected, even though I was surrounded with people, even though I had thousands of friends on social media, I was feeling alone. And that day, as I was on my way to this hospital, God had other plans for me. And what I was looking for was right there. It was like a blind date. It was the day that I met what I was looking for, searching for, that I couldn't find. It was laughter. But overall, more than laughter, it was the permission to play. The permission to be silly with no hidden agenda, no reasons, just to be. So on my way to this psychiatric hospital, I saw a bunch of people laughing for no reasons. At first I was curious, and for a moment I was even hesitant. what's wrong with them, was my idea of this session. And finally, I chose to join them, to realize that, yes, that was it. That was the thing that would take me away from this depression, the lifesaver. And since then, been able to enjoy every single moment that laughter brings in my life. One of the greatest remedy that I found in my own life is to be there for others. It's called compassion. You want to step out of any moment of misery in your life? Be there for others. It will nourish you.